Welcome, dear friends and subscribers, to the usual cricket update on the England versus South Africa first Test match in this Cricket Happening show. Well, as far as England and South Africa is concerned, today South Africa put up a very good performance. In fact, as you know, England yesterday had made 267 for 3 at close of play on the first day, or the first Test he had played at the Kennington Oval in London. And well, today South Africa really grabbed the honours there, because what they did is they restricted England to 385. Splendid bowling from Dale Steyn first up. In fact, today 4 wickets England lost for just 33 runs. The procession started with Alistair Cook the first to go, as he was clean bowled. Steyn was bowling with a lot of purpose, a lot of pace. There was the body language was different of South Africa. South Africa definitely have looked into what went wrong yesterday, and today they came up absolutely firing, I would say. And Alistair Cook was the first victim. He was actually clean bowled by Dale Steyn for 115 with 11 fours and 1 6. After that, the next to go was Ravi Bopara. Now, Ravi Bopara, as you know, he was making a comeback into Test cricket, but he had a very unfortunate comeback as Steyn actually took his wicket. Bopara was caught in 2 minds, absolute indecision, because it was a bouncer from Dale Steyn. Bopara was really taking his time whether to leave the bouncer or whether to play it. Finally hung his bat, it took the edge, de Villiers pounced the catch, he was gone for a duck. So that was the second wicket to go. And after that, it was the turn of Ian Bell. Now, Jack Scalise was also bowling very well. In fact, that particular over was a very testing over to Bell. He really tested Bell with a lot of outswingers and in-swingers. And then Jack Scalise had his man as Bell was gone. Clean bowled by Scalise as a very good delivery. Bell shouldered arms. The ball went and knocked the off bail. Bell was walking. Bowled Scalise for 13 with 2 boundaries. And so that made the score 284 for 6, and Bresnan came in. So that was the time Matt Prior was at the crease. Matt Prior played a very good hand, in fact, but in fact he made 60 runs with 9 fours. He was the one who was there to actually take this England past the 350 mark. And Matt Prior, as I said, he really like a crisis man, he stood there and he saw to it that England reached a score of respectability. Now, one would have not expected after 267 for 3 that England would be out for 385, but that was the case today. Matt Prior contributed 60 with 9 fours. He played very well. He was really the anchor man as far as England were concerned. But as far as the support was concerned, Tim Bresnan was clean bowled by Imran Tahir. He actually dragged the ball from Imran Tahir onto his stumps. It was clean bowled for 8 with 1 4. Stuart Broad played a good hand of 16 of 28 balls with 2 fours. Philander getting his first wicket in England here by getting the wicket of Broad. He was clean bowled by 16, but he also played some glorious strokes. And one of the strokes that stood out was which was creamed past the cover region. Graham Swan in the end was not out on 15 with 3 fours. Anderson was the last to go, caught de Villiers, bowled Markle for 2, and that made the score 385 all out. And Moni Markle today added 2 more wickets to his bag, as he also took Matt Prior's wicket, as you know. Markle 24.5 overs, 2 maidens, 72 runs and 4 wickets. Philander got his first wicket today, 27 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 79. Dale Steyn, well, as I said, he bowled a lot of he was the one who really set it up for South Africa with his splendid bowling. 30 overs, 7 minutes, 99 runs and 2 wickets. And then Jack Scalise, 19 overs, 7 minutes, 2 for 38, bowled excellently, I thought. Imran Tahir, 19 overs, 1 for 61, got his first wicket. Duminy, 6 overs, 1 minute, none for 10, 385 all out. And currently, South Africa have lost their first wicket. In fact, England's James Anderson, as usual, what he normally does, he has actually given the breakthrough to South Africa. Alvaro Peterson is back into the pavilion. LBW bowled Anderson for a duck. So that was the first wicket to go. And right now we see Graham Smith is not out on 2 and Hashim Amla is not out on 1. Now, as I said, South Africa have done a wonderful job here by actually restricting England to 385. Who would have thought, probably with 267 for 3, one would have expected England to probably make 500 runs, as normally has been the case with England. But as I said, South African bowling was very disciplined today. And they struck at the right times and also bowled the right lines, and finally they were rewarded. And South Africa now are struggling here. 3 for 1. The first wicket is gone. Alvaro Peterson was the man out. LBW bowled Anderson for a duck. So I think like England, even though South Africa did well with the ball, now it's England's turn, and England have already started hitting the right areas here. Anderson 2 overs, 1 made and 1 runs and 1 wicket, and every time Anderson is the go-to man for Strauss. He normally gives the breakthrough, and that's what he does to a nicety. Broad 1.4 overs, 1 made and none for 2. Now I'll take you to some live commentary there as far as that match is concerned. Just trying to get some live commentary for you here, but in the meanwhile I will also touch about some cricket news. Now looking at Peterson's wicket, the ball that dismissed Peterson was an absolute gem of a delivery. Actually what happened was he actually went forward to play, and the ball had so much of swing into it that Anderson, with that swing movement that he gets, he actually wrapped Peterson on the pads, and up went the umpire's finger. And Anderson was absolutely delirious when he got that wicket, because the breakthrough was very, very important, and South Africa are now 4 for 1 right now. So we are going to leave from here right now. As I said, I'm short of time, so I have to really go at it very, very quickly. It's a live cricket update coming in, and just talking about some cricket news that's making headlines. New Zealand have a new coach. His name is Hesson, and he has actually taken over from John Wright. He has coached the New Zealand domestic team Otago, and he has also been with the Kenyan team. Now the other news that I have is one would know that India are right now in Sri Lanka, and tomorrow the one-day international series kicks off in Sri Lanka, with India taking on Sri Lanka at Hambantota in the first one-day international. So that is one thing which is coming up. That is tomorrow. Other than that, I could say that New Zealand are going to play a tour match against the West Indies 11, and just before the test match probably. And there are two people who have been given a chance. It would be Tarun Nethula, who is a right-arm leg spinner, but watch out for this bloke, Neil Wagner. He's a left-arm pace bowler. He has been making waves in New Zealand. There's a lot of things have been said about him. He's pretty young, and one would be really watching his development, and New Zealand would be very, very keenly watching his development, because for them he could be their future. Okay, now let's talk about some commentary. As I said, I'm going to leave you very quickly. I'm short of time here, and you can take this as a a very, very quick update from your host Ram on this Cricket Happening show today. So England, as I said, 385 all out. South Africa right now 5 for 1. Amla is not out on 1. Smith is not out on 3. They have a real task on hand here, and South Africa now trailed by 380 runs. They have another 380 runs to make. And Anderson comes in and bowls to Amla. Very, very careful there, watches the ball all the way, and then just taps it back to Anderson as Anderson goes back on the top of his bowling mark. So South Africa 5 for 1. Unfortunately, dear fans, as I said, I'm being short of time here. I will have to leave you right now with this very, very quick cricket update. But I thought South Africa did very, very well to restrict England to 385, and then in fact South Africa themselves have lost their first wicket now. So on this note, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I'm leaving you on this Cricket Happening show, promising you that I'll be back with you tomorrow. Probably tomorrow I would be actually giving you a full match report on the third day's play between England and South Africa, and also we will be looking at probably the first one-day international, which is starting tomorrow between India and Sri Lanka at Hambantota. Until then, it's your host Ram saying goodbye. Thank you.